Today we are joined by one of South Africa's top striker, I say prolific striker of note in his times. I mean, he played for SuperSport, he played for Sundowns, he played for Orlando Pirates. He's got many caps behind his name, having played for the national team and having scored some spectacular goals. Today we're going to hear a spectacular story from him, and that's none other than Katlego Mphela. Mfowethu.
My brother,
No, Rishab, man. Yeah. I'm sure people have noticed that you're not necessarily in the center like you used to. You know, you're not in the scene in front of people and you're doing your own thing. Can you tell us and say what's been keeping you busy?
I'm currently doing some community projects. Kokasiaka, obviously, where I come from. And we're in the process of the soccer academy, Katlego Mphela Soccer Academy. It takes time, these things. And then I'm also busy in Betway. I'm one of the ambassadors here at Betway. And then I think recently people saw that I was with VW. Yeah. But our relationship has stopped.
There was a breakup, so.
There was a breakup, so you know when it comes to money, these things, how they work. But we're still doing some things. They're also helping me with my community project. Okay. And then also I'm helping my mom with the catering business.
Okay. Maybe let's take it from the top, Nji, where you grew up, family-wise, you know, what was the setup? Originally from where?
Originally I'm from Brits, a small town called Brits. It's in the northwest. I'm a firstborn. With three boys at home, and I was raised by my grandmother. And I grew up with my cousins. And yeah, that's where my life started. Yeah.
Have you always been playing soccer? From Scala or anything?
Yeah, man, you know, with these places, you know, these remote places, there's not a lot of entertainment. So everything we knew was soccer when we were growing up. Okay.
You're commonly known as Killer. I mean, nickname Yao or Disking. But did you have any other nickname growing up apart from Killer?
Sure. Yeah, when I grew up, they used to call me Manyoni.
Manyoni?
There was a drama, man.
Okay.
You know, there was this ugly guy. I don't know why, but
why this ugly guy?
I don't know why I decided. Maybe I was ugly when I was growing up. I was not there. I still don't understand why they were calling me that name. Yeah. And then obviously there was a soccer name when we were playing in the streets or Kotlaheng. They used to call me Robson Chicho.
Oh yes.
Robson Chicho, because of my grandfather on a little. Yeah. He also wanted to Chicho. So never busy Robson Chicho because of my grandfather. Okay. And he's a very big fan of Kaizer Chiefs.
Okay. So let's talk about the issue that we see a lot among soccer players. They tend to have financial challenges when they retire from football. What do you think is the cause?
Honestly speaking, I'm gonna be open with you. You know, I think generation after generation is the same issue. You know, it's cars, it's booze, it's women, it's unnecessary things, it's clothes. You know, but not all of the guys. You know, there's some guys that I know that they invested properly in their finances, but 80% of the guys is the same story. And also, when I say women, most of the guys I know, some played overseas, some played at home, they were making big money. But, you know, divorce came and they lost everything. But I think common denominator here is friends, you know, flashy cars, and women, and all these unnecessary things. And you know, you have a problem, so
yeah. So obviously you throughout your career, you playing under different coaches, and which is the one coach that really sticks out for you out of all the coaches that were managing you, that you'd say this one has had the biggest influence in my life?
I think every coach played a role in my playing career. Yeah. Obviously, when I started playing professional, I was scouted by Jomo Sono.
Oh yes.
And then, as I told you, where I come from, there's no opportunities. Yeah. So it was one of those things in a lifetime. He gave me the opportunity, and he was the foundation of everything. Yeah. And then here comes Pitso Mosimane, who I think out of all these coaches he played a big role in my life. You know, he was a father figure to me. Still is actually. And you have another coach that came in from overseas that believed in me.
Yeah.
That's when I started scoring goals. So you have these three coaches that played an important role in my life.
Who's the third one?
The third one was Hristo Stoichkov.
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah.
he used to play for Barcelona or something.
Yes.
Yes. So, but I'll say Pito.
Hey, that's
Pito.
a big name, eh?
Ah, that's a big name, a very big name. And then, but I'll say Pito. Pito stand out.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who gave me the opportunity. Everyone knows me because of Pito. He
That's
brought me
right.
back from overseas to play for
Yeah.
Super Sports when no one knew me.
Yeah.
And then obviously you know our story, our relationship when he was the coach of the national team.
Yes.
I'm here as Killer today because of you know, he introduced me to South African fans or South African football.
Yeah. I mean, Pitso has been one of the coaches who's had an eye for talent. And you speak very fondly of him, I think, in many of the interviews you've done.
Yes.
And you speak about the fact that apart from him being a father figure to you, that you used to talk about many things and that if you had listened to some of his advices and maybe your life could have been different. What were those type of conversations that you were having about life and money with Coach Pitso?
I think every player that played for Pitso will tell you the same thing, the same story. Someone who's passionate, who's hands-on. He's hands-on, as I said. He wants to know about your family. He wants to know about your well-being. He wants to know you as a person. So obviously, when we have those conversations, not only about soccer, and there'll be advices, you know, along those conversations. We used to talk a lot about investing in business. But when you are young and when things are going well for you, you take it, sometimes you don't take it. So he's someone that's always been there for his players, especially for me. We've spoken a lot about the investment, as I said. I remember there was a time where he mentioned something about KFC franchises and stuff. But back then we didn't know, we didn't care. He wants to know how's your family, you know. Are you sending money home? Are you saving your money, you know? I remember when I went to Super Sports, I came back from overseas to join Super Sport. So when I came this side, it was different because that side, guys spend money like crazy, you know. A young boy will buy a Ferrari or... So when I got here, he had a problem with players buying big cars. But then I didn't understand because, you know, I'm from a different culture now. I'm joining. But when time went on, it made sense why he didn't want guys to
splash on cars.
And sell things. And most of the guys, when I meet them and we sit down and we start speaking about Pitso and they really, you can see that they wish they had listened that time, but you know, we learn. As time goes on, we learn. I mean, it's barring experience is the best teacher. So
True.
So we learn.
Do you have any specific regrets about anything in particular that maybe Peter spoke to you about in terms of finances that you think if you had applied it then, your life could have been different?
I think it's the one I spoke about, you know, flashing on cars. That money could have won could have done something better. And obviously, as I said, it was. I remember there was a time when SuperSport was selling shares. Pumeza or Pumelela something.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
They advised us to join those things, and we didn't. You see, people are cashing in now, and you know, from 2007 or 6. It could have been a lot of money, but there's a lot of things that we spoke about. But I think they understand that it's in spending on cars and unnecessary things.
What were the worst financial mistakes you did as a soccer player in your prime?
Me, I loved cars, bro. I loved.
You love the smell of leather.
Leather, fast cars. I remember I once came here in Bloemfontein. There was an Audi here. We were passing with my friend, and I saw this LS. You remember those LS4? The old ones. You saw it there by the window. I was like, hey, stop. We went in. We went in, I got in there, I said, I want this car.
Yeah.
So we signed, and it was on a Wednesday and Friday I got that car.
Yeah.
I think I was paying about 8,000 a month for that car. It was unnecessary because I never even driven it for a year.
Okay.
So yeah, those things, and it was not all bad decisions because along the way we were robbed,
Yeah.
we were scammed. There was one incident where we were at Sundowns and there was a guy that was introduced and he was into the trucking business or something. We didn't know anything about trucking business, but I think it was me, Vilakazi and other guys. He was introduced to us by Koketso Motong and we went to the offices. It was a proper setup, proper office. The contracts were there.
Okay.
I think everyone took out 80 grand.
Nearly.
Trucking business.
Trucking business.
They said we're gonna get trucks and stuff. And from there we were scammed. When we went there, the office was never there
Goodness.
anymore. So
Yeah.
it's not only that we misused our money on useless things,
Yeah.
Some businesses failed along the way as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're talking about businesses failing along the way. I mean, did you venture into any business during those days? And what business was that?
Yeah,
I believe there was a Shisanyama at some point.
Yeah.
What
Twice.
happened there?
Twice. Yeah. I've always had passion for music as well. So this other friend of mine is like, in fact, instead of you going to these places, or Blom and stuff, why not open your own Shisanyama? And then I was like, yeah, good idea. But the problem with that is that we were renting the space. So, yeah, we opened the Chisanyama, started well. But when time went on, when you're not hands-on with these businesses, you're always going to lose money because you have to be hands-on. But you don't have time now. You're playing, you have to, people were stealing from me and just because money is getting in now, you're running in from your own pocket, and it never worked, and we had to close because it was killing me on the pocket. So we had to close it, and we came back again. I think last year, but with a business partner, and then when there's two bulls in a crowd, it never works. So those are kind of businesses that failed.
Okay, so you played overseas, I think in France.
Yes, I played in France.
And then you came back and you played for SuperSport, you went to Sundowns, you went to Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, those were periods of your pride in your career. What were the top salary you ever earned amongst any of those teams? You don't have to say which one. The top you've ever earned per month.
I think it's Sundowns.
Okay.
Sundowns, not the monthly payments, the salaries. I think the whole package was the whole package of my contract.
The signing on fee and
everything. The signing on fees, and it was the 3+1 contract.
Okay.
3 years with an option. The package was proper. Sundowns, they always take care of their players, but also people forget that.
You have not said how much.
No, I can't disclose that. But it was proper, man. It was big, man.
But I'm sure we're talking a few millions.
4 years, yeah.
I mean, that was then, Chief.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was more than 5 million.
No, it was not.
Okay, below 5 million.
Yeah, it was below.
Okay.
But also, you have agents and stuff. And
then they take their portion.
They take their portion and you have tax. I had to tell me about the SARS thing by Robert Malawa. I also encountered the same problem, but mine was sorted, so I had to pay. Not.
So there was a time we were owing SARS.
Yeah, I think they made a mistake. They thought I was getting money from. I was owning a business. So they. But only to find out that the only money that was coming in was a salary from Sundowns, and we already paying tax there. So it was sorted. The only thing I paid was the areas, but it was still a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay. So, but with the signing on fee, what was the first thing you bought from the signing on fee?
First signing on fee, I think I built my grandmother's house, where I come from. And then I also bought my mother's house.
Okay. I mean, that's good, Chief. I mean, at least you can point to something you've done that's responsible.
And then with my whole package. And when I joined Chiefs, I built myself a house.
Okay.
And I also had a townhouse and another house in the Kokasi, but they were sold. They were I don't know what you call it. Is it repossessed?
Repossessed.
Yeah, they were repossessed.
Why were they repossessed?
Because Chief, we couldn't keep up with the payments.
Okay.
They were repossessed. So yeah, the only thing that's left is my grandmother's house, my mother's house, and my house.
Okay. Family-wise, what was the setup there? Hey, because they play like soccer players in Fred. Hey.
Family-wise, as in
Your family, yeah.
my family.
I mean, I'm sure you have children and you had some relationships here and there.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend. My baby mama passed on.
Okay.
I have two daughters.
Okay.
Yeah, my first baby mama passed on. We were close. I think we could have been married by now.
Yeah.
And then after that, I've never been in a stable relationship.
Okay.
I've never been.
Maybe the short course or so.
Not really short. We tried.
Yeah.
We tried, but you know, this woman when you're a soccer player,
Yeah.
you don't know the intentions. And,
Okay.
and sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it works.
So obviously there would have been a transition where, you know, like those days where you're highly paid and then when you retired from there, your salary must have reduced quite significantly.
Yeah, when you retire, when I mean, you can have 5 million now in your bank account, but if there's nothing, if that 5 million doesn't do anything for you, doesn't bring another money, it's gonna finish, you know.
Yeah.
Because when you retire, you save this money and it don't last you 5 years.
Yeah.
It don't last you 5 years. And I think another mistake that we make as soccer players is we want to go into business or to invest after the career is finished, you know. I think you must do it while you still play. Because when you're done, then you have the experience, you know, and when you jump into this transaction, then it's easier for you.
Yeah. So how did you adjust from a high-paying career in soccer? Now, all of a sudden, you retired from soccer. You don't have those. Now you have to live on, I would say, below average compared to a soccer player.
It's life, man. But you have to. You know, you don't have a choice. You have to know now what's important. You know, what comes first. The kids must go to school. There must be food on the table. There must no more of these flashy cars, you know. And we have to keep the lights on. You know, no more these expensive trips. And you adjust. You have to adjust. But you have to be also strong mentally to adjust to that. So it's different. It's different. It becomes difficult because you're used to nice things, you know. Like example, when you're in the national team, you fly first class, you fly all these countries, you sleep in these fancy hotels, you meet all these different kind of people, and you also have packs. Like I can go to that Capello and they see it's me. Then
they close the whole.
I go for Mahala inside. And I get free booze. So after playing soccer, these things they fade away, and now you have to face the reality of life. That you have to live like a normal being. But as I said, you must be strong mentally, and you must understand that it's life, and you live, you move on.
Have you ever thrown a big party in your days as a soccer player? And how much? What's the worst, or rather the top dollar you've ever spent
on a party?
Throwing a party?
I was never someone body party or yes, we like. I had friends. We go out, and back then alcohol was not expensive. I only had 2 friends in my life.
Okay.
The one passed on. The other one is moved back to Manyike.
Okay.
I think the expensive trip we did was Cape Town.
Okay.
We spent about 22 grand.
Okay.
For the 3 of us, and flights, accommodation, and entertainment.
Okay. All right.
So back then it was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money at the time. Yeah. Okay. So, in your opinion, I mean, what do you think the current crop of soccer players should do when it comes to finances so that they don't find themselves in a compromised situation after retiring?
I think the problem is we have one problem here. Do they take advice? Do they want to listen or not? But financial literacy is very important, my brother. It's if you have to understand the principles of money. You go to your rugby, you go to your cricket, you know other, I won't say white sports, but you know the sports codes I'm talking about. You never hear of these stories.
Yeah.
You never hear of these stories. So it means there's a system they're using, or there's a system which I think also it comes with education.
Yeah.
Education is very important when it comes to money. You must understand the value of money.
Yeah.
And then, but honestly speaking, or fairly speaking, this generation, I've seen a lot of guys investing. I see guys buying farms. I see
Beautiful.
guys buying trucks. I see. So it means they're learning. It means they want to do it. You know, they want to break the curse. So it's a good thing. I just hope they're not doing it for social media.
Yeah.
You know, I just hope that it's true what they're doing, what we see in social media, and you know, it will help the next generation as well.
Yeah.
So as I said, the most important thing is to understand how this money thing. I mean, Old Mutual as well. You have this, we have these policies that can protect these people. You can do something about it. You know, go to the clubs and force these guys to invest their money.
But you know, when you force a person to invest, they'll go and cash in. They'll go there.
Yeah, they'll cash in. But you know, when I went overseas, there was I learned something then. I didn't understand. When I got there, obviously get signed and oh, this is your money, this is what you get in, this is what you understand. But end of the month, the pay slip comes. Wow.
It looks different.
Oh, yeah. And when it's a language, I didn't have.
Oh, well, I felt a bonjour.
Travel agent, so.
Yeah.
So that's when he explained to me, this is how they do it in Europe. So the whole Europe. You have your salary, you have your tax, you have your retirement, you have your insurances. They will take it whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Because of why? When you retire, you can claim this money. Only when you retire.
Yeah.
You can't cash in. Only after when you retire or you have injury or whatever. Only when you stop football, this is how you're gonna get. Even if you can leave, go play to China, everywhere. As long as you played in Europe, certain team, you can always claim that with the FA. And I've seen a lot of guys from Zimbabwe, Zambia. They're living well.
Yeah.
After
because they're putting money aside.
Yeah, because they take it by force.
Yeah.
I'm not by force, but it's a rule. It's a must. It's a standard. So I don't know if in South Africa they can introduce that, but I don't think it will work. You know, I don't think it will work.
No, there has to be willingness, especially from the players, and the
but also the agents also, and I think soccer players have entourages. You know? You have people. Can't tell me everyone is around you is not smart enough to help you invest. So I think agents as well, they need to step in, not just to take. They need to help the guys as well.
Yeah.
Because they understand these things.
Yeah. Okay. So one more thing. I mean, at some point you were working as a sales rep at the car dealership, but then later on you moved away from it because you're pursuing other options. And what were your experiences there? But I hear you're a good salesperson there.
One thing I learned there is like it's more similar to play soccer because you deal with people, you know, you engage with people all the time, but it needs patience, my brother. It needs patience and it's hard work. You're always on your feet. You always, sometimes it's like the customs more, the phone. Because now you work on sales. You have to do your commission to get money. So it was something different that I learned. But I knew the industry. People don't understand. I knew the industry because of my older brother. My older brother is into cars, you know. So I've always known about how it works and stuff. And he was the first person that said, "Mfethu, since you now sitting not doing anything, look into this. You can make a lot of money." And then that's when the VW thing came about. But what I learned there is like you have to be patient with people. You have to be, you have to know your story. You have to understand. If I'm selling you this glass, what's in this glass? What this glass can do? What?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work. But I enjoyed it. It was fun, and it opened other doors for me that I didn't understand. Now I can do anything I want because I'm not scared.
Confidence is there.
Yeah, it's there. I'm not. You can say, come be a cameraman for me in Fitch.
Yeah.
I'll come because
Okay.
it's that fear now is gone that but what are soccer player. So yeah, it was a nice experience.
Second last question. And not that it's a bad thing, right? So in your entire life, you've never gotten married? Or have you ever tried?
Almost.
Okay.
I was engaged twice.
Okay.
I was engaged twice. It didn't work out.
If you were to give a financial tip or tips to the current soccer players, what would that be? Especially the young ones getting into the industry and those who are nearing their retirement age in soccer.
I'll say Bafetu. Saving money is not enough because you save money, put it in the bank, and you'll get it like that. You know, go into business. And when you go into business, research is important because at the end of the day, you'll end up losing money because you didn't do research. You're excited about investing in this certain business, and then go to school, man. I think soccer players, we have a lot of time in our hands, and people don't understand that. They think we work the whole day. I think you train 3-4 hours a day. You're done. You take your nap. Can always study online. You know, education is very important.
Yeah.
Especially in this career, because when you on hard times, when you fall on hard times, you can always fall. You have something to fall on. You know. So I think short courses are there. They'll also help you to understand how to use your money, and associate yourself with good people, man. When I say good people, Leave friends. You don't need a lot of friends, you know. And then again, I think marriage is important or a partner when you're into soccer, or when you're playing soccer. I think it's important. We only see now. So overseas they do it. That's why these guys
They're focused.
They focus. They perform week in, week out. They're consistent. Because you're focusing on one partner. Someone who's gonna take care of your needs. Someone who's you're not gonna get worried about small things or this guy. You need to rest. You know, and also, don't forget where you come from.
Yeah.
I mean, where you come from. That's the most important thing. Because when things are not going well, that's where you're gonna end up, and you'll need people from there. Because those people are the same people that helped you to be where you are.
Yeah. Norman, thanks for the chat. I trust that our listeners and viewers who follow the On the Money Show will pick up a couple of lessons from there. But more importantly, just to highlight the need to speak to a financial advisor, because you can't know everything. If you're sick, you go to a doctor. If you need a legal assistance, you go to a lawyer. But if you need to plan your finances, speak to a financial advisor.
Yeah, I think financial advisors are very, very important. Very, very, very important in this soccer industry. They're very important. They really need them. So I don't know if Old Mutual must look into it and try to do something, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think all of them will want to listen to you or engage with you, but I think you can help a few.
Awesome. That's Katlego Mphela, a.k.a. Manyoni.
Ish. Good name.
No, thanks for coming, man.
Thank you,
for joining us.
Thank you for it.